Hi guys, welcome back to We Gonna Talk About It. It's your girl Kenyetta, and I got a juicy one for us today. Blessings to all. I hope all is having a wonderful day. All right, guys, we need to talk about this. Before I go into this is what this show is about. It's talking real talk, not to offend, not to bully, not to hurt anyone. But these are true topics, things that we all experience every day. Okay? So, the topic is if somebody stinks, smells, has a foul smell, would you tell them? Would you say something? Would you say, oh my God, girl, you stink, get away from me? If the man smells, would you say, get out of here, you stink? Would you say these things? This was a debate we was having, us ladies at work. Nobody said that they would tell. I wouldn't tell the person either. I'm sorry. I would just have to sit there and smell it. I can't. I couldn't bring myself to tell somebody you stink. Like, how do you break that to somebody that they stink? How do you do that? Any way you say it, any delivery you do is not going to be good. Let's be for real. Their feelings are going to get hurt, even if you tell them in a nice way. I don't even know if there's a nice way to tell somebody that they smell. I think we all would just take it. So guys, would you just take it? Would you not say anything? What if it was your friend? Okay, let's change the narrative a little bit. Let's say that your best friend, who you known years, like I've known Tasha over 20 years, I'm always telling y'all, would you tell that person, man or woman, that they smell? And how would you do it? How would you say it? Would you tell them that they stink? Guys, I'm not saying this like, I just think it's mean if you tell somebody that they smell. But let me tell you what somebody bring up. One of the girls said this, and this is so true. She said, isn't it wrong that the person smells and they're being selfish and making you smell them? It's, guys, this is the truth. But then somebody said, how would you know that they smell? Let me tell you how you will know. Okay. This I know. My mother raised me saying this. I don't know if my sister heard it, but my mother always used to tell me, a woman, I can only speak from a woman point of view, guys. I'm not talking about the men. I don't know about the men. Okay. My mother said, if a woman smells, she can smell herself. And I believe that. Okay. You guys know I say these things because I'm not ashamed of anything to discuss with you guys. Underarms get smelly. Mine gets smelly. If it's a hot day outside, it's 90 something degrees, my underarms can smell like onions. They need to be washed. That's it. You go wash them. You put some more deodorant on, you good. Or maybe you need to change your deodorant. Sometimes, like, I need to change my deodorant. I'll find that if I keep wearing the same deodorant, like, for a long time, it stops working after a while. Maybe I need to do that. I have smelled my behind before. Who hasn't smelled their hiney? You wash it. You wash it. Okay? And we know we all have private parts. If your private part smells, you definitely know. You definitely know. Okay? We have to wash it. That's all. Everybody gets stinky, I think. I really believe that everybody gets stinky. Ain't nobody stay fresh all day. Us working people, we at work, you moving around, you doing stuff. Sometimes things you eat, we brought this up too. This was a doobie, okay? Somebody said, you know how you eat garlic sometimes, and I know we all smell this. Garlic is a seasoning that goes through your pores, okay? If you eating fresh garlic, you know sometimes in a restaurant they give you fresh garlic if you eating steak or something, which I love. And onions, what? Don't give me a steak with onions and garlic. I am your friend for life, okay? But guess what happens? Even if you put gum in your mouth or you brush your teeth, that smell comes through your pores. So I believe that's an aroma. That's not really a smell. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I know you don't smell like garlic. I know you don't smell like onion. You know, like, no, that's an aroma. That's something you ate and it's going through your pores, okay? I'm talking about foul smells. Like you woke up in the morning, you did not brush your teeth, and now you talking to everybody and your breath stinks. Nobody wants to smell that. Go brush your teeth, okay? I don't want to smell your morning breath, okay? Don't be getting offended. Don't come for me. If it doesn't fit, you don't need to wear it, guys. This is just in general I'm talking. Like I said, I would never tell nobody that they smell. It's mean to me. And it is mean. I wouldn't tell somebody that. I would just have to weather the storm and smell it. That's it. I ain't gonna die from smelling somebody that stinks. Are you? Now, I have seen people throw up when some people smell. But it was a pregnant woman. You know, sometimes when women get pregnant, they have sensitive stomachs. And this man just came in the door and she smelled him and she just vomited all over herself. And that's because women, when they're pregnant, they like everything is sensitive to their nose. But he was stink. Okay. I didn't vomit, but I knew he was stink because I smelled him too. How about this? You know how somebody could sit down next to you. You're smelling them. You smell them because they right next to you. You don't say nothing. You talking to them, blase, whatever. This person gets up and leave. And do you know you could still smell them in that chair that's next to you? That's a problem. That is a problem. No, I wouldn't tell them. Like I said, I have to just smell it. But if that happens, that means you left and your smell is still there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please. Oh, this is making me sick even talking about it. But I've witnessed all these things seriously. And one of my girlfriends said, she said, Kenyatta, if it was you and you smelled, I would tell you. And that's because me and her as girls, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's different. You know, like, if I say to Tasha, you smell, she just gonna go wash. Or if she tell it to me, vice versa. Like, we ain't gonna get mad at each other because of that, because we known each other too long. But I'm just talking about in general, you don't know this person, or you work with this person, or you came across this person and they just talking to you like they breath don't smell, like they don't have halitosis, and they do, or they didn't brush their teeth that morning. That's a problem. They should be conscious of how they smell. I think that's what I want to say. People should be conscious about how they smell. Okay? Before you leave your house in the morning, you brush your teeth. Come on. We too old not to be doing that. Brush your teeth. That's for kids. You know, you run your kids back in the bathroom to brush their teeth. When you be like, oh, little Jimmy, did you brush your teeth? And little Jimmy be laughing because he know he didn't brush his teeth. You send them back in the bathroom. No, that's children play, not adult play. You know, unfortunately, there's people who, they have body odors as well. This was brought up too. What if this person just has a body odor? Some people have it, and it's the truth. Some people just have a foul body odor. What do? What you do is this. You pray on it. You say, God, please let this person know that they stink. Tomorrow, if I have to be around them, Lord Jesus, can you please make sure that person brush their teeth, wash their behind, wash their crouch. Okay? That's what you have to do. But in the meantime, boo-boo, you got to smell it. I'm sorry. It's mean to tell somebody that. It don't matter how it comes out. It's mean. That person is going to be very offended. Not just offended. I think, listen, I've seen people cry because you are so embarrassed that somebody told you that you smell. Why would you want to make somebody feel like that? But I understand both ways. Like I said, one of my girlfriends said, it is selfish for that person, if they know they smell, to make you sit there and smell them like that. And then remember, while you smelling them, you got to keep a natural face. Some people's face can't stay natural when situations like that happen. I'm kind of like that. Because when I start smelling stuff, I'll be like, the lips start tooting up. I mean, I would hope that I would have some control over that and I wouldn't do it, because that's telling somebody that, something's not right. So I would try to, not do that. But sometimes you can't help it. I know people's faces be, like it just changes when you smell something that don't smell right. It's just like if I eat something, I put something in my mouth that I don't like, I be like, that's just me. So guys, tell me, have you ever told somebody that they smell? And what did that person do? What was their reaction? If you did tell somebody that they smell, what was their reaction? Seriously, drop comments. I want to hear it. And do you agree with me and like 10 other women? That's what we was doing. We was talking on our break. Do you believe that you wouldn't say anything? Because it's just mean. It's mean. I can't say nothing, guys. Like I said, I'm going to have to chalk it up and just smell whatever's going on in that situation. Whether it's the breath, whether it's the booty, whether it's the underarms, whether it's anything, I'm just going to have to smell it. Yes, I said it. Your girl don't have enough courage to tell somebody that they smell. And I don't think I need to. It's just mean, That would really hurt somebody's feelings. But I will say this. What my mother said is right. You can smell when you stink. It is the truth. You know what your body smells like when it's clean and it come out the shower. You know if your breath is stink. Sometimes, do you know this? I am on the phone a lot during the day. Okay. I am talking to people all day. We keep candies, gums, everything, because your mouth gets dry and it will stink. Nobody want to smell my stink breath. No. And I don't want nobody to smell it. So what do? I pop a big red in my mouth. I got Trident, all kind of gums, candies, everything. We stay hooked up in the office because these are things that happen. We keep Febreze in the office. One of my girls don't play. Because, people use the bathroom. You have to use the bathroom, right? You may not want to use it at work, but you have to use it. And not only, we don't have our own like employee bathrooms. So it's like everybody uses the same bathroom. If a patient goes in there and they had an accident, the number 2, it's going to smell in there. The last time I checked, feces smell. Like, you can't get around that. It's going to smell. So we have spray there. We have our own Febreze. We like Febreze, and the job buys Lysol. We can't stand it. It's like this funky Lysol. It makes it smell even worse. And you feel like you eating it. Okay, listen to me. If you go in the bathroom and it smells like caca, that person that went and did the caca is responsible to spray the bathroom. I cannot stand when I go in the bathroom. I get all the way in there. I done close the door. Now I'm being seen if I open the door back and go out the bathroom because I can't take the smell. I think it's going to go inside of me if I stoop over that toilet. So I get out of there. But sometimes I have to go all the way into the commode to smell that. You know what I'm saying? And then once I smell that, I'm like, oh no, I do a U-turn and go out. But now the next person that goes in there thinks it was me. That's not fair. Why should I be framed with the caca smell? It's not right. We have to be conscious of these things. And y'all see, I'm not joking. Like, this is real life stuff. This, you know, it happens. You know, you be at work and somebody smells, or you be in a restaurant and somebody smell. Your waitress breath could stink. And she talking to you. She should be aware of them things. She been talking to people all day. Getting taking their orders. If you know you need to be talking to people all day, pop some candy in your mouth. Pop some gum in your mouth. Be responsible so that the people that, don't have to feel like they have to take it. I know I have to take it and I'm willing to do that. But maybe you should be a little more considerate too. Do a smell test. Come on now. Do a smell test. Like I said, I would have no problem sitting there and just taking it. That's just me. Would you do it? Would you take it? I hope so, because I couldn't imagine how somebody would feel if you told them that they smell. But we do know smells exist. But like I said, some are bodily odors. We know that. I'm not going to bring up the people that we know have a bodily odor because it's sometimes it's a part of their religion. You be shocked. It's a part of their religion. For some people, they don't believe in deodorant. But if you know you don't believe in deodorant, maybe you should stay away from me and others that do wear it, that don't want to smell your underarms. I understand this is your religion. You don't use deodorant. But why does everybody else have to suffer and smell you? That's not fair. That is not fair. Especially that you don't wear not that you don't wear underwear. Lord have mercy. That's not what I was trying to say, guys. You know that you're not wearing deodorant. You know your underarms are going to smell. Do you think that they're going to smell good? They're not going to smell good if there's no deodorant there. One day, guys, I got ready for work, drove all the way to work, and do you know I forgot my deodorant? Honey, baby, we won't do that no more. You know what I keep in my car? Deodorant, lotion, soap. Yep, I said it. I keep soap in my car because I don't want anybody to ever smell me. It is not a good thing, okay? No. Yes, I keep a wash rag. I have feminine wipies. You can buy these things. And if you don't have the money to buy feminine wipies, I've done this too. Go to the dollar store. They have wipies there for $1 for you to wash and wipe your behind. Don't put them in the toilet. It'll clog up the toilet. But we need to be conscious of this. It makes people sick sometimes. Sometimes I cannot hide my face. It's not because I'm being mean, because I'm telling you, I won't tell you that you smell. So you know I'm not being mean. But my face, it's hard for me to fix my face. It's hard. When it's like, if it's pudding or hubby, I'll be quick to tell him, oh, you stink. You better get out. Boy, your feet stink. I tell Puddin all the time, he be coming up in there stink. You know why? Because he goes to the gym. And when he comes from the gym, sometimes he doesn't use their shower there. He funny acting with the shower in the gym. I don't blame him. You don't know what diseases people have in their feet and all that stuff. But anyway, that's beside the point. So when he come home, if he just is lollygagging and he didn't get in that shower yet, it only take 5 minutes for me to be like, yo, Negro, you smell. You need to go wash. You're killing me. Don't let me go in his room and get in the bed and I smell something. Girl. My husband is conscious about his body smell, so I don't ever smell him, and that's just dead serious. Like, I don't smell him. And he's always spraying stuff. He in his truck that he drive for work, he keeps cologne and stuff in it. Like, come on, people. We gotta be conscious of these things. Especially, like I said, I have to talk all day, guys. It is so rude of me and inconsiderate to just be talking, doing all that yapping, and y'all know your girls like to talk. Could you imagine? This is no, we gotta stop that. And I think we touched on something else. So, okay, we did the bodily odor. We did the garlic smell if you ate something, and it's just because garlic comes through your pores. We know that already. You need to be considerate of that. But I know this for a fact. I'm considerate of that because I keep a little bottle, those little travel size Listerines. But it doesn't matter with the garlic, especially if you mix it with the onions. That's a combination right there. It tastes good, but honey, ooh, I feel sorry for the people that's with you. They better have ate that garlic and them onions too, or they just gonna be sick, because it comes out your sweat, out your pores. You can't control that. Nobody can control that now. It's gonna take a couple hours for that to break down and for you not to smell no more. Because it's coming through your pores now. Things that's coming through your pores, you don't have no control over that if you was at a restaurant, like I said, and you was eating. If there's other smells coming out of you because you've been sweating, that's called stink, and you need to go wash yourself, okay? Go wash. We know we get sweaty. You get sweaty, you need to clean yourself. At the gym, listen, you gonna smell the most funky smells at the gym. Everybody's sweating. Could you imagine you in a place with all these different people and they all sweating and carrying on, booty in your face? That's why I don't like when people be like, oh, spot me. Why would you spot somebody? Because when you spotting them, you gotta be over them, with that dumbbell. And then what if they stink? Every time you go down with that dumbbell, I might drop the dumbbell on your head. That's a dangerous thing right there. You shouldn't be holding no objects in your hand when somebody stink. What if I'm, because sometimes you caught off guard by the smell. You could be caught off guard now. Believe me. You could really hurt somebody. They come into you, and then what if this person that they breath smell, they go to kiss you? Like your reflex sometime go off. You don't want to be slapping stink people. That ain't right. That's not right. But sometimes, you just, like I said, sometimes your reaction is, it's just that. Like, you can't catch it all the time. It's just like I said about my face. Like, my face get real screw face. Guys, your girl is bad. She gonna work on that. I'm gonna pray on that. Because my face, you could tell when I'm mad. You could tell when you irritating me. Because I just can't. I'm not a good hider of that. I'm not. Especially if you piss me off and I'm mad because I know God don't want me to curse you out and I can't curse you out. And I just got to pray in my head, God, please let me get home. Do not let me curse this girl out. Do not let me get the Vaseline, Lord. I don't want to be like that. My face, you better believe my face is, woo, that face is terrible at that point. You know how you get so mad? And listen, I'm not one of them people. You know how some people be like, oh, I cry when I get upset. No, I don't cry when I get upset. When I get upset, I get mad. Yeah, I'll slap you. That's the old Kim. I'll slap you. Because I can't help it. And you know how they always saying, don't put your hands on people? I ain't listen to that. Nope, not here. Couldn't help it. Bad attitude. That's why I say I have to pray. But I need to really run. Like, I have to run when that happens because the devil could get me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I runs. The person probably think I'm running from them, but I ain't. I'm trying to help you. I got to run. I got to get away because you about to get the beat down and you just don't know. Kenyatta ain't running because she's scared of you. I'm running because I'm scared for you. Yeah, I has to work on that, guys. My screw face. But you know what was so wonderful? I'm gonna tell you guys. I don't miss COVID. That's not what I'm saying. I miss wearing the mask. You know why? Because when I would wear the mask, you can't see your face. You know, people wasn't seeing my screw face behind the mask. Like they could be saying something I don't like, and my mouth just be like, they didn't see it because of the mask. But now we take the mask off and it's just not a pleasurable sight. Okay. I have to be better with that. I need to work on that. That's not a good thing. Don't do that to people, guys. Okay. It's not good. It's not good to hit people neither. It's not good. It's not good to get the Vaseline or put the razor in your mouth and cut somebody. It's not good. It's not. I feel ashamed. Now, that's one of the things I feel ashamed of. I feel ashamed that I, as a human, did all of those things I just said. Yes, I feel ashamed about that. Because you're not supposed to want to hurt another human being. But the people that got that damage from me, that static from me, it was people who were doing things to me. Okay? We have to sometimes think like, maybe I should leave this person alone. Maybe she's having a bad day. She gonna cut you. So I say that, guys, I don't promote that, okay? This is something that happened when I was younger, like in my teenage years. I'd always be trying to fight somebody. And you know what I say now? It doesn't happen to me now often at all because I'm 47 years old. Who want to fight my old self? First of all, I ain't fighting nobody at 47. My body hardly can move. Every time I sit down in the seat and I get up, everything cracking. That's all you hear. All I need is for one of them young girls to knock me in my head somewhere, and then I have to go back to the hospital. I already owe CMC Hospital $62,000 and some change, okay? I can't afford to pay them. And then go and somebody be done knock me in the head. No, baby. Kenyatta too pretty to be fighting. That's what I tell myself now. You too pretty. You got a message to send. Why you following up these negative people? And that's exactly what it is, guys. It's negative people who do those things. But like I said, I wasn't a negative person when I was doing those things. People were, see, what happens is, I believe is this. People get out of their skin and they get angry too. And then they find a match and they get their behind whooped and they shocked. We got to calm our tempers. That's what we have to do. Us people have to calm our tempers. Do you know, like, hitting somebody the wrong way could kill them? I don't want to do that to nobody. That's why I said I don't do them acts no more. It's not nice. And it's not ladylike. It's not. And I loves to be a lady. Y'all know that. But honey, I used to beat the boys up. I used to fight boys. Guys, I'm laughing because it was funny, okay? Don't be getting offended. I'm not saying I'm fighting boys now. I'm not promoting fighting. I'm just saying I'm laughing because I'm visualizing it in my head, okay? Guys, our topic today is a good one. Would you tell somebody you know or don't know that they smell? Have you ever smelled somebody and told them that they smell? What did you say? What was that person's reaction? Or will you just sit there and take it like me? And like all the other girls that we was talking about this today. All of us said we wouldn't tell. Okay, all of us said we wouldn't tell. But like I said, one girl was like, Kenyatta, if it was you, I would tell you smell. That's because that's my girl. I told you I gave her black card. She knows she could say it. Okay, but it's just not nice. Don't do it. Take it. God will bless you. You know what he gonna bless you with? He might bless you and let this person, if you see them again, they might have washed. Okay, and maybe they won't make you suffer the next time. Don't tell. Just keep it to yourself and try not to make all those faces. Because then they gonna know that something stink. They can't help but not know. And if they, listen here, I've done this back in the days too. Don't get mad, guys. I said I don't promote anything about being bullies and stuff and mean to people. But I remember I had went to a nightclub and somebody I was with, a girl, she had this guy trying to talk to her. Like, he kept in her face. You know his breath was stink. You know where I'm going, right? The girl that he was talking to from my clique, she wouldn't say nothing, but she kept going like this. Like, she kept covering her nose. If she keep covering her nose, something's apparently wrong. Child, one of my other friends went over to him and said, "Would you shut up? She don't want to talk to you because your breath stink." That's not appropriate.